Hi, Tushar here from BQ Prime. We spoke about AI's impact on AI's impact on the workforce. In the past 6 months, say for example, if I say from since ChatGPT came to the picture, have client expectations also changed? Are they expecting something different from the IT companies? And secondly, do you see the synergies increasing due to AI? Synergies increasing between the Indian IT industry and the big tech industry in the US? Thank you.
Sure. So, Prashant, Tushar, sorry. You talked about ChatGPT, the AI, and whether client expectations are changing and so on. See, I will not comment on ChatGPT specifically. Obviously, that's probably the most popular one. But there are several other generative AI technologies, right? Whether you take Bard from Google as another alternative, or a few other Chatsonic and so on and so forth, which are all very popular platforms. Currently, they are all very topical because the coolness quotient is very high, right? It writes a poem, as we saw, it even flirts with the MCs that we saw today. So a lot of that cool stuff, the coolness quotient is what is giving a lot of attention, getting a lot of attention. But for these to be transformative and for these to be truly impactful in terms of generating jobs, in terms of improving the strategic relevance for the NASSCOM member companies to their client base and so on, adoption of these technologies in business has to increase. That is when the real power will come, right? Until then, ChatGPT can keep writing all the poems it wants and it can keep flirting all it wants, but it will not make a meaningful difference either to the customers or to the NASSCOM member companies. So you're asking what are the differences in expectations that are coming because of this, right? If you take AI, today, starting from the simplest of things, when an employee files their travel reimbursement claim request on a mobile, right? To much more sophisticated use cases, practically all of them, when a retail chain determines its prices on what it should be and how should it change, how many times should it change in a given day, all of them are driven by AI and analytics today. It's very hard to think of any single business capability in any company across multiple industries. It is very hard to think of any area where AI is not playing a role today, right? It's only a question of how much more can it happen, and that adoption is continuously on the increase. So it's not about any single given thing. It's more of AI as a capability. How does it advance and how well does it get adopted by the industry? That's what we are focused on driving.
Just want to add one thing to it. Whether you talk about generative AI or just overall how AI is evolving and getting integrated into your business, I think we will see the tipping point when we really figure out how to ensure that we are building and using it responsibly, when the ethical questions about AI are also answered. The focus on responsible AI and AI started around the same time, but then the development piece has completely outpaced the work that is happening on building responsible AI. And I think at some point, especially with generative AI, which can develop content, it's going to be extremely important to answer the questions around ethics before you see mainstream mass scale usage. That's my personal take, but I do believe that has to be answered.